I just thought about like me in my teenage bedroom thinking about, oh my gosh, stars in my eyes, someday I'm gonna be in the big city. It's very emotional because it's so about my story coming to Nashville 10 years ago. Hey, I'm Maren Morris, and this is the hit story of my song Circles Around This Town.
I drove circles around this town, trying to ride circles around this town.
Circles Around This Town was written pretty quickly. I had written a few songs before that day, you know, kind of in this new era of album 3 mode, but you're always sort of searching for what the theme is gonna be, what the sound or shape of the sound will be, and you're just kind of feeling your way through the dark those first few writes. And then you write a song that just feels right and you don't second guess it, and you're like, yep, that's the one we're leading with. That's gonna be the story of the album, and Circles Around This Town was that one for me. It's just so crazy that I get to share it with someone like Julia Michaels, Jimmy Robbins, who I've written a lot of my songs with. He's such a good friend. And then my husband. This is our first single of mine that we've ever written together, and it's just so my story to a T that I think it makes us emotional, even though it's kind of a, you know, rootsy, kind of shuffly banger.
Trying to say something with meaning, something worth singing about.
Hearing Greg, Kirsten, my producer's mix of Circles when we first got it back, it just sounded so big. And I think that he did it in such a clever way where he wasn't layering a ton of, you know, production and guitars and synths and keys. It was like a very kind of stripped back song. Like, I would say the word crunchy, like it's just not super slick. It's a little roughed up, but it still sounds like a stadium to me. I have a lot of kind of Easter egg favorite lyrics of Circles Around This Town. The line in the second verse, a couple hundred songs, and the ones that finally worked was the one about a car and the one about a church. That's like the one that I was glad we kept in, because I was like, do we go there? And do I reference my own music in this song?
Couple hundred songs and the ones that finally worked was the one about a car and the one about a church that I wrote.
I'm glad we stuck with it because it really was those songs that felt like, okay, I can do this, I'm on the map. When we were kind of getting treatments for the video, we wanted to make it throwback because I feel like this album and the song vibe had this kind of like 90s rock vibe to it. Like it kind of called back to my heroes of like Sheryl Crow. And so having part of it be very this kind of like kitschy 90s like limited to looking bedroom set, and then the rest of it being in this like industrial California parking lot just made me think of all my favorite female hero 90s music videos. I would say my bedroom wasn't quite as pink as the one in the Circles video, but it definitely had a lot on the nose. Like the old PC computer, crazy friendship bracelets everywhere, every Polaroid known to man glued to the walls. Yeah, that was all legit. We kind of wanted to show the dichotomy of like teenage Maren before she moved to Nashville to now, modern day. Reba was kind enough to be our infomercial narrator at the top of the video. She did it so quickly and so last minute and saved the day. She's a legend.
Hey, little brunette pacing around that kitchen. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get up off your butt and go see what life could be like in humble Nashville, Tennessee.
You never know how something is gonna go. I mean, I love the song, so it's like, I guess that's great, but we'll see if the other shoe drops. I don't know, but I think the reception's been so loving and strong. A lot of my songwriter friends have reached out and they just laugh because they're like, this is such a songwriter song. This is like an ode to what we do. And so I feel like my community here of songwriters in Nashville really appreciated a song that captured that like hustle, like never take your foot off the gas pedal mentality that you have to hack it here in Nashville. I think it's relatable, not to just people in the music industry or songwriters. I think it's like to anyone that just wants to put the pedal down on their dream or their daydream and make it a real thing. It's possible.